So today I'm back for day 3 of my Bible study on the book of Psalms, and I really hope that most of you will finish this video. So I'm going to read from Psalms 3. It says, Lord, I have so many enemies, so many are against me, so many are saying, God will never rescue him. But Lord, are a shield around me. You are my glory, the one who holds my head high. I cried out to the Lord, and he answered me from his holy mountain. I lay down and slept, yet I woke up in safety, for the Lord was watching over me. I am not afraid of 10,000 enemies who surround me on every side. Arise, Lord, rescue me, my God. Slap all my enemies in the face. Shatter the teeth of the wicked. Victory comes from you, Lord. May you bless your people. What really stood out to me in this verse is verse 3 to 4. It says, But you, Lord, are a shield around me. You are my glory, the one who holds my head high. In this whole Psalms, the context of it is that David was actually running away from his son, Absalom. So in that situation where he's running away from his son, in that sense, the son is one of his enemies because the son is after his life. And in our own life, we are not in war, we are not fighting, so we will not have enemies. But what came to my mind was my enemies are actually the thoughts that I have in my head. The thoughts, the lies that I have believed about myself, or things that I have believed about other people that might not be true. A lot of all these thoughts that I have are actually all assumptions that I grew up having, or maybe after a certain experience, I created a certain assumption about something and it became a belief. So it's not the truth, but it became a belief. And these are actually my enemies. So when I saw the verse that says, But you, O Lord, are a shield around me, what came to my mind was that our shield is actually God's words. Our shield is actually God himself. That God is actually our shield. And there are also verses that always talks about how the shield is actually, God's word is actually like a sword. Right? And God himself is a shield that is covering over us. His presence is our shield. And it is not a small shield that is covering us, but it's a shield that surrounds us because it's around me. And the next line, it says, You are my glory. Because of God's presence in his life, because his identity comes from God, his authority comes from God, that allows him to hold his head high. The verse says, hold my head high. It actually meant that there is courage, there is confidence, and there is also faith and hope, right? When somebody put their head down, actually it's a lot of shame, a lot of guilt, and it's also defeat. But because he has God as his shield, as a protector for him, and his identity, his authority comes from God, it allows him to have the courage, the confidence to face whatever that he has, that he can hold his head high. And the next verse, he said, I cried out to the Lord, and he answered me from his holy mountain. And what really means when God answered him from his holy mountain is that God is answering him from his authority. He is not answering David based on his circumstances. He's not going to his level to answer him, but he is answering him from his perspective as a father to David. He's telling him that you are my son and I'm protecting you and you have my authority. He answers from his authority, not from our chaos or circumstances. He speaks truth and identity, not addressing the fear. He interrupts anxiety. So this is what I've gotten for today, Bible study. And I pray that any one of you that has watched all the way to the end of this video, I pray that no matter what you're going through in your life, you might be having a lot of depressive thoughts, or you might even have a lot of self-doubt, or a lot of negative thoughts, or maybe you are going into a new environment, you are transiting into a new position, or a new home, whatever it is. I pray that you remember that God, our identity comes from God, our authority comes from God. I pray that his peace will be with you, and you to know that he is fighting for you and he is protecting you in every step of your way.